Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be talking about The Time Warrior, Part 3. I very much enjoyed this episode. It's a little more hazy in my mind because it's been a couple days since I watched it, but I did very much enjoy it. A lot of different things about it. One, Pertwee's great. Pertwee's always great. I'm really loving Sarah Jane in the story. She is so strong-willed and so independent. I mean, her attitude matches that nice hairstyle she's got going, that business-like outfit she's wearing. I love a lot of her attitude in this. I like how she takes charge of the lead to capture the doctor. I like when they do get the doctor, he's like, I appreciate the rescue. It's not a rescue. This is a capture. They take him on. But I like that she is willing to listen to his side of things and even willing to admit she might be wrong. Which has 99% of the journalists today be, because most of the time you can't go up to a journalist and be like, you're wrong about your opinion, here's some more facts. Most of the time they're going to stick to what they know. So to have a journalist that when presented with more facts and more potential evidence goes, I might be wrong, let me possibly change my mind. That blows me away right there and makes me love Sarah Jane even more. I really adore that scene when they're talking together in that room alone while he's making the stink bombs. Because this, to me, is their first real scene together when they're really getting to know each other. I mean, in episode 1, they're introduced. That's their introduction scene. But this is where they're really getting to really meet and learn about each other. And, she's asking him about the TARDIS, and he's explaining it. And she's like, are you an alien? If you mean, am I from Earth? No. And he's explaining to her about being a Time Lord and all that. And watching her processing all of that in that scene. That's such a good scene. Especially listening to him talk about the stink bombs he's making. I enjoy that. I can't remember the details, the actual words, what they say there. But I love that conversation. To me, that's the first real conversation where they at least start to bond. They start to form that friendship that's going to be such a part of Doctor Who. So I really adore that scene. I still did find it amusing in the scene before that when she starts to believe and he makes that comment about that. That's pretty generous of you, especially coming from the Ferristex. And I love the fact that her immediate reaction to that comment is to be indignant about it. That's very funny. But I get the impression, I always have headcanon that when the Doctor says stuff like that in some of these older stories, or even when he makes some of the comments he makes in Twice Upon a Time, that he's saying it for the benefit of the people around him. Like in Twice Upon a Time, when the first Doctor makes some of those off-color comments, in my headcanon, he's saying that to put the Major with him, the Lethbridge Stewart that's with him there for the World War I Major, at ease. Like when he makes the comment about the women being made of glass, the Major's like, good one, sir, yes, very good. And it does put him at ease for a little bit. To me, that's what the first Doctor's doing in that story. It's the same thing the third Doctor's doing here. They're in medieval times, and he does have, the king of the castle and everything around him. So he's kind of saying things that would be common for the time, and because he is trying to endure them himself a little bit to the king and queen so they won't kill him. So that's how my headcanon does that. I very much love Lynx in this episode more. I feel like this is the example of what a Sontaran should be in Doctor Who. This is a real Sontaran. Modern Who needs to take notes. This is how you do a Sontaran. They're not comedic. Don't get me wrong, there are times in Modern Who that in a bubble, I enjoy some of those comments. Even Strax, I like in a bubble. But I realize when I look at it as a whole, what that's really done to hurt the Sontarans in Doctor Who. In Classic Who, these guys were a threat. A deadly threat. I mean, they invaded Gallifrey once. Gallifrey! Even the Daleks struggle to do that. So I'm really liking his attitude here. I love the constant tension between the Iron Graft or whatever he's called and Lynx. And you just know these guys are going to turn on each other. One of them is going to try to kill the other one. It's not going to work out well. I would imagine Iron Graft's going to get pissed off at Lynx and attack him, and then Lynx is going to spank him. Either just pop, or he's just going to shoot him with his little beam. He already smacked him once in this episode, actually. I like that scene. It looks a little clunky when Lynx hits him. He's just like, pop, pop, and it looks a little like it's hard to move in his makeup and outfit. But I love the fact that it just knocks the Graft right into the table, the Iron Graft. I love that. And it shows, the Sontarans, since they're from a planet with so much more gravity, they're stronger. They can just pop and send you flying. I enjoyed that scene I like the guy playing the Iron Grath. He's a little over the top, but it's a good way. It is a good way. I like when he talks to Blood Axe. I love the fact the other guy's name is Blood Axe. About how it's a good thing you have me here. I'm an intelligent fellow. You need me to lead. I love that. Don't you always enjoy when you hear smart people talk like they're... don't you love when you hear stupid people talk like they're smart people? I enjoy that. Though I guess he is smarter than some of the soldiers with him. I like the doctor that can't see. I love how he fashions himself a little eyeglass piece, like a monocle to look at. That's funny to me. I don't know. So I just like him. He just has a likability to him I can't quite explain. I enjoy the scenes with the smoke bombs. I love the fact that the third Doctor is basically throwing high-end smoke bombs at them. It's a very Doctor thing to do. It doesn't strike me as a third Doctor thing to do. He's not the one I think of. I picture, like, the mischievous second Doctor doing it, or even the first Doctor for a giggle doing it, and him laughing about it. The fourth Doctor, the fifth Doctor. The third Doctor I have a little harder time picturing, but I love it. I love the scene when he's just, or he's tossing one to Sarah and she's throwing it, and you already see them having a little camaraderie there. I absolutely love it. And then the bit when he's like, we need to go inside for that drifts up here. It has these nice little moments. I like some of the location work, like when they're trying to storm the castle and they have the ladders going up against that what looks like a stone wall. That looks like a really nice shot when the Doctor's up on top of the wall throwing the stink bombs. I don't know where they filmed that at, but it looks like location work, and it looks really good. I enjoy that. I enjoy a good bit of the location work I've seen in this story. And I've enjoyed just some of the side characters too. Like I like the Archer. He's had a lot of screen time in this story. I enjoy him. It's been really good. I love this version of Sarah Jane that's in this story. I love watching this bond forming between her and the Doctor, and I absolutely love Lynx. He's just the way to play a Sontaran, so I'm really, really enjoying the story and looking forward to getting through the final part so I can review the story as a whole. So the Time Warrior Part 3, what do you think of it? I would like to know, so comment down below and let me know your opinion. Other things to do while I have you here, go ahead and click that like button. That helps me out. If you watch the channel a lot and haven't subscribed yet, and according to my analytics, about 30 of you haven't. 30% of you haven't, so go ahead, or 30%, yes. So go ahead and click that. That helps me out. I'm really looking forward to getting the channel to 1,000 subscribers. That opens up so many possibilities, like live streams and stuff like that. And I really do want to do stuff like that, so that really does help me out. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me that way. Check that out. There's a link to that down in the description below. I also have an Amazon wish list and an Amazon UK wish list. There's a link to those down below. And most importantly, though, I just want to say thank you for watching.